Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're looking at another BiDen sort of Submariner chronograph style homage watch. I waffled on a little bit there just because I don't remember what the actual model was called. I did a very similar review in terms of what model I picked from BiDen before, but it didn't make me. I wasn't pleased with it, to be fair. But then £30 for a watch only gets you so much. But then if I had £30 only to spend, I'd probably buy a Sekonda, because yeah, I just would. So yeah, hopefully we're going to get better luck with it today. But I don't hold high hopes, because I did the Smurf edition the other day of the chronograph watch that they sell. We're looking at a two-tone one today. Let's see how this fares up. So standard look at the pouch that it comes in is a bit of a unique take on it. Full embossed logo in the top there, and sort of jet black finish on the button there. Don't often see watches done in sort of envelopes, but there might be a reason for that. Nice adjusting tool to adjust our watch if we need it. So here we go, guys. This is the BiDen two-tone Submariner chronograph, I'm going to call it. So 43mm case diameter with a 10mm case thickness. The actual watch, these sort of style watches from BiDen retail at £30 and weigh 170 grams. So there's a pretty decent weight there, and uses the Japanese quartz movement. So the actual movement and the actual things that make the watch work seem to be, like, in terms of the actual movement of the crown, what the hands and how they operate, it's not too bad. So looking at that face there, we've got a nice sunray style blue dial there, very nice dial, with a so they haven't gone for sort of a two-tone effect on it. So the actual chronograph button, or the chronograph hand, sorry, and the 24-hour readout are both indented on the same face. Sometimes you've got a different finish on those chronographs, but then you don't with this one. So fully luminous hands and fully luminous increments, fully detailed in a gold sort of crust, essentially. So let's take that crown out. Actually, let's have a look at the crown. You might have heard that there, but that did seem quite cheap, and I can say that from doing the other one that it is a quite cheap crown. And it's a bit fiddly trying to get it out to the first position here. It took me, I say it took me a couple of minutes to do it, but it took a few sort of a little bit of fiddling to get it to move out. Yeah, but it's quite a cheap sort of date dial movement, and you'll be shocked at this. But you watch my finger, how much it moves across that crown, and how much it actually spins around the face. There's a lot of movement there in terms of those hands just fly around the face completely. It shouldn't be like that at all. But then it's a sort of cheaper style crown, the housing a better movement. So in terms of the reliability of the movement, I have no doubts in that. But in terms of the crown, I'd be a bit concerned about how that would stick over time. Let's have a look at those chronograph buttons. Yeah, because it needs a bit of a push, that one, rather than just a nice simple press. You see that chronograph moving down there. Nice wind back function as well. Overall, the actual functionality of the watch seems to be fine. This one's got a little bit of a better crown than the other one. The other one's a bit fiddly to move. But then you've got a little bit of playback when you're pushing it back. You can see that that's playing back a little bit on it. It shouldn't really do that. It should move a little bit back in position, but it shouldn't move a lot. But you've got a nice clicking movement there, but you can actually feel that it's cheap in the back there, that they haven't used sort of an advanced clicker in the back there due to that cheap movement. But it works for what you want it to do. And they've got a nice luminous bubble on the top there. Using an older style bezel that you typically would see on a Oyster Submariner. So with this watch, you get 30 atmospheres of waterproofness, and you get mineral glass going over the top of this. So it's not full scratch proof, but then it should be up to a point. Those buttons are nicely housed in a chrome gold finish, and so is the crown. This does look quite nice on this sort of style watch. Yeah, I will admit it does make it look a little bit nice, but it does also look a little bit pimpy as well. That's my opinion. So coming down to the strap, obviously a two-tone effect strap. I don't mean in terms of the colour, but but I mean in terms of the actual finish on that colour. So you've got a chrome finish in the middle, line finish on the outside. This strap here is quite flimsy. It's 20mm if you did want to change it for a better one. Moving down to the actual clasp, we've got a safety buckle style clasp on that. Seems to be better made than the other one. I think it's just an area of consistency with this brand. So if you buy one, you might get one that's got a cheaper style safety buckle here, and obviously two button deployment system there. That's the same as most of the models, revealing a cheap inside component there. This buckle I feel should be secure on top of it, and that is, but almost clicks down a bit too much really. It clicks down in a cheap way really. It doesn't feel like it's heavy. Essentially, you should feel some resistance when you're pushing it down, but then it shouldn't feel tinny once you've done it. It's really weird. I know I'm just reviewing a lot of sort of different price watches. It's just one of those things about it just gets to me over time. You can adjust the strap by little tiny pins on the side there, hence what they're giving you a little tool for. Come around to the back plate, full BiDen back plate going on the back there. Just obviously the model number, stainless steel, etc. And the quartz movement quoted. So there we go guys, that is the BiDen two-tone submariner chronograph homage.